Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you being here. I am back at my old faithful park that I love the most, but it's been too cold to come out here, so it's 40 something degrees, so it's a lot warmer than it has been for the last 2 weeks, and it feels really good. There's a woman across from me teaching her son, or no, her daughter, how to swing, and I remember trying to teach my son how to swing for the longest, but you know who eventually taught him how to swing? Another child. Another kid was able to teach him. He came home and was like, I know how to swing now. I got it. I said, yeah, how did you learn? Were you just practicing? He said, no, my friend showed me. I said, awesome. I love it when kids teach other kids, you know. One of the reasons kind of why I wish I had two instead of just one, you know, so they can bounce off of each other and one can teach the other and so forth. But anyways, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody's 2025 is going great so far. I hope that everybody is leaning on the Most High for direction and guidance every single day, in every single instance that you need to rely on Him for strength to get through. The title of this video is called All You Do Is Talk and Swallow Spit. Shout out to Quad. In other words, what's here is going to come out here. What you hold in your heart, how you feel inside, has no choice but to come out of the mouth. It is hard to contain what's in the heart. If you are a negative person, there's no way that you could speak positivity into the universe. But if you are full of joy, full of love, full of the Beatitudes, that is what you're going to speak in most situations. I was watching something last night, and the envy and the jealousy amongst a few people came out heavy. And what that ended up doing was revealing what these people hold in their hearts: jealousy and envy. When you are allowing Satan to use you in a negative way, because I don't blame the person. We're all children of God, right? I blame the spirits within them. But when you have that envious spirit within you, it's like it can't contain itself. It has to come out to infect other people. The goal of the enemy is to steal, kill, and destroy. And what a few of these people attempted to do was to steal the joy of the other two people that was on the panel. The other two people came up prepared, happy, joyful, excited, proud of themselves. Background looked amazing, audio amazing, the way they spoke amazing, all of that. And what you get, a couple of people in the chat, get them out of here. They know nothing. They're just here to clout chase. Well, duh. Absolutely. Why else do we get online? To clout chase, to sell ourselves, to get close to greatness so that we too can become great. But when you show your hands like that, all you're doing is revealing what's here in the heart. One of the people that was talking mess in the chat attempted to come on that panel one time, and guess what happened? Either his audio wasn't working or his visual wasn't working. See, the Most High will humble us. And oftentimes, everybody else doesn't understand why. And most times, we don't even understand why in that moment. But I'm here to tell you, when you're not right, when you're not doing things according to His word, when you harbor envy and jealousy and hatred for your fellow man, God will humble you. Mhm. And a lot of times, He'll humble you in front of others. Those young gentlemen came up and expressed themselves and spoke about the things that they are doing and the things that they have done to get to where they are now. And do you know that they didn't respond to the negativity? That's somebody whose heart is full of joy, who has faith in their own abilities and they have faith in the Most High. You know, some of the people felt like they were just on there to brag about their accomplishments. And do you know if you ever feel like somebody is being braggadocious, that's because you aren't where you desire to be. So anything that looks more successful than what you've done is going to appear as if that person is bragging when that is not the case. Those young guys came up there, they said what they had to say, and then they got off. And then one did a mini clap back in the chat, and the other one said, "Thanks for allowing me on your podcast. I appreciate you so much." And they left it at that. And guess what? That's how real men behave. Real men don't bash other men for being successful. Instead, they ask, "How can I get to where you are? What exactly did you do to get to where you are?" Instead of yapping, they should have just been listening because they were dropping some gems as to how they got to where they were. And I appreciated seeing that. Somebody else in the chat said, "Hey, I would rather see them on here talking about being successful in their goals rather than, scamming somebody in the community." If you think you're going to get successful by bashing the next person, think again. Think again. That's not how this works. This is not how this works at all. If somebody has something that you want, rather than putting them down, get advice, seek assistance, reach out. When you put other people down because they are where you aspire to be, all you're doing is showing your true colors. I just love the way that they handled the whole situation. Um, I was extremely proud because there's a way that you do things in life. And the Bible talks about the meek, those that are not proudful and boastful. And they could have easily had a back and forth, but that's not what happened. The real men who are about business, when a fool is making a fool of himself, don't respond. Let them do them, because guess what? Everybody else will be able to see it. Oftentimes, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to check them. You don't have to reply. Just let them do it all themselves and let them make a fool of themselves. People that see something in you that they don't have, they will try to bring you down to their level because misery loves company, right? And so I've had this happen to me quite a few times, actually. If a person notices joy in my heart, joy in my spirit, just a different aura about me getting closer to God, me building, me exuding greatness, that spirit inside of them can't allow for it to continue. So it just has to come out. Like I told you, what's in the heart is going to come out. And if they don't have positivity, if they don't have joy, they're not going to be able to exude that. So there have been times where I've had conversations, multiple conversations, where people will bring up something from my past or bring up a flaw that I dealt with because they want to bring you back to where they are. They're unhappy, they're sad, they're miserable. And misery loves company. They can't exude joy. They can't give you what they don't have. So they're going to find a way to make you feel. They're going to attempt to try and find a way to make you feel exactly how they do. but you can't let them. You just can't let them. After a while, you have to just cut those people off because they really don't mean any good for you. People that want to bring you back to where you were, people that want you to be sad and depressed and dependent on them rather than being dependent on the Most High. That's their job. It's that spirit in them. It has to come out. That's their job, is to destroy you, to make you feel some kind of way about yourself so that you feel as bad as they do. But don't let them. Don't let them. Those type of people have to be cut out of your life immediately. And I've given people chance after chance after chance after chance. And they keep revealing who they are. And now that I'm closer to God, my discernment level is getting up there. Every single day, I'm getting closer and closer to God, and things are just being revealed and shown to me more plainly than they were before. So when somebody constantly disrespects me, I don't even give it a chance anymore. You know, there are people that can't respect your boundaries. Yesterday, I was in the hospital for over 5 hours with my child. A person called me as soon as I got there. I said, "Hey, I'm in the ER with my kid. I can't really talk." They're like, "Oh, is everything out?" I was like, "Well, we'll see. We just got here, but I'll call you later." So 6 hours later, I'm home and I text the person. I said, "Hey, was in the ER for 5 hours, just traveled 45 minutes back home. I am exhausted. I will call you tomorrow." And do you know, instead of that person texting back saying, "Okay, got it, hope all is well," that person called me. I said, "You've got to be kidding me." I literally just stated that I am exhausted and that I will talk to you tomorrow. So I hit decline. Now, the people pleaser in me 6 months to a year ago would have answered the call and would have entertained them for maybe a good 10 minutes, and then I probably would have gotten off. But the new me, the renewing of me, the me that respects myself and my time, is not going for it anymore. We have to learn to teach people how to treat us. That's what the Most High wants for us. You have to put on the armor of God. And that armor is for protection, protection of your peace, protection of your mind, protection of your relationship to Him. So don't allow anybody to steal your joy. Don't allow people to remind you of where you used to be or who you used to be. Don't let them do that. Don't give them that much power. And when they do it, just clock it. Just clock it and keep it right here. And most importantly, pray for them because they're battling something that only the Most High can fix. You pray for them because that's what I'm going to do.